Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis, me once again. Welcome back to another movie review. I'm at my brother's house. We're hanging out with his family for a bit. We've been having a really fun time, but this dog Lexi is here. Hi Lexi, what's going on? What you got? You got a ball? Yeah. I know it would make more sense if I was reviewing dog because there's a dog right here. She wants me to play fetch. I'll play fetch later. But anyways, I'm here to review the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie. I did watch it. I wasn't sure if I was going to watch it, but since everybody's talking about it, people are loving it and hating it, I decided I might as well give my thoughts on it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to review it because I'm still, I'm just really anxious to get back with Horizon Forbidden West, but I'm with my family right now, and we're having a fun time, so I'll get back to it as soon as I can. But for right now, I'm gonna review Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is a sequel to the franchise. It's not really a remake, even though it's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You got these characters going into a city and stuff. Leatherface is there. He's, of course, killing people. Yeah. It's streaming straight on Netflix, and now, when it comes to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, I haven't watched all of them. I've only seen the first one, the remake, and Texas Chainsaw 3D. I don't really care for the remake. Some people like it, but I just really couldn't get into it. I used to like Texas Chainsaw 3D. I don't know why I did. I guess it's because I was getting into horror movies at the time, but now I think it's stupid. Easily the best one is still the first movie. I feel like the first movie is all that really needed to be made. Even though it's the least goriest out of all of them, it really didn't fully need it. Even though it's supposed to be about a chainsaw massacre-wielding maniac, but the first one is a classic, even though none of the characters were memorable at all, besides Leatherface, and actually the family that's there, they're actually pretty creepy, but, yeah, this movie was... I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know why this movie was made. For gore, I think that's all this movie was really going for. If that's all you expect, then you're okay. You're good, okay? But here's the thing. For me, when it comes to gore in movies, they can work if the movie itself can be scary or at least comedically scary. This movie was none of those things, okay? This movie was just simply made because I don't know why. I mean, it's not theatrical or anything like that. It's just made because there's just a lot of gore just to show as much as possible, because that's something that I guess people are to expect since about, Leatherface killing people. But for me, that's not really scary. I mean, it can be entertaining, but the problem is Leatherface just wasn't scary, and gore doesn't equal good. I mean, especially when the characters and the story are very dull and very, one-dimensional. I completely forgot, all the characters that were in this movie. They were simply there because they needed to be there. Another thing, too, is the movie is very short. If you take out the credits, it's like an hour and 10 minutes long. And when gore is not on screen, it feels like the movie just drags on. And none of the actors did a very good job either. I guess the only memorable thing was Leatherface, but not even Leatherface himself was scary. He was just bland. I mean, he doesn't have any character to him. They tried giving him character in Texas Chainsaw 3D, but that failed horribly. But his character here is just uninteresting. This is a very uninteresting movie. I mean, I didn't feel like anything in this movie was really intriguing. I was just kind of bored. Was there anything I liked about this movie? I guess the most entertaining part was this one scene with a bus towards the end of the movie when Leatherface goes on a bus and starts killing people. That was probably the most fun part. Probably the only thing I could say is worth checking this movie out for, just for that one scene. And if I were to rewatch this movie again, I would just rewatch that one scene. Or I could just go on YouTube. or whatever. This movie's probably going to be on Netflix forever because it's a Netflix released movie. But in the end, I don't really know what there is else to say. It's an unnecessary, Texas Chainsaw revival or whatever. I know there was another film called Leatherface. I know nothing about that film. I never watched that film, but I did watch this film, and it was very dull. It lacks scares. It lacks interesting characters. It lacks story. And really, when was Texas Chainsaw Massacre ever known for good characters? Now, I love the first movie. The first movie's a classic, but I'm sure I might have some enjoyment from some of the older sequels, or at least the first sequel from the first movie. But right here, there was little to be found enjoying. It's just there just to bring out some gory thrills and stuff like that. I can watch tons of other gory thrills in horror movies that actually are scary and fun at the same time, like Cabin in the Woods, or the Evil Dead movies, or anything else like that. It was simply just made just to try to revive the series, but I don't really think it's going to do any justice. If you came here for bloody, violent fun, then you're going to get that here, but I really wish they could have done a lot better with this one. I actually kind of forgot this movie was coming out. Honestly, I found more enjoyment out of Halloween Kills because Laurie Strode is still a great character. At least when she's on screen. She wasn't in the movie that much, but I got more enjoyment from Halloween Kills than I did here. I mean, at least some of the kills in Halloween Kills were stupid. Like they could have easily escaped, but I don't know. This movie right here, I thought was way more forgettable. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.